Hello everybody, it's Lucas Mackintosh here and I'm back with some more Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2. Once again, this is pre-recorded gameplay and I'm doing the commentary over it. In this video I will be doing two more missions for Ray, the bent cop. One is called Silence the Sneak, which we just got to basically kill a guy coming out of his apartment. We have to kind of lure him out. And a mission called Arms Shortage, in which we have to help one of Ray's friends basically protect him from a bunch of cartel, and after that I will have access to some really cool hardware, most notably a rocket launcher, which I'm really ecstatic and excited about using in some of the tougher missions in this game. Asuka's not on the map at the moment. She will reappear once I've done these missions. As I said, the first mission is really simple. I really enjoyed that. I even enjoyed the second mission as well, although I did fail a few times, as you're going to see. But I actually found a really cool way of taking out the drug dealers, though, or the Colombians. It was really, really awesome, because one thing I love about this game is there's like so many ways to do a mission. My favourite way is basically, although I do the missions, I do the missions conventionally. I kind of like stopping the enemies by blocking their path, by using sort of different vehicles to make sure they can't gain access to the one area and stuff, and just like taking them out that way. I do find it a lot of fun, and very, very exciting as well. So without any further ado, let's get into the action. Hope you guys are alright anyway, wherever you are in the world. Thanks so much for taking the time to check out my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I'm slowly loving this game more and more the more I play it. As I mentioned in my last video, I was treading water initially on the first sort of island, but now I feel like a GTA 3 boss. I feel like I'm finally getting to grips with this game, and I'm enjoying it more and more. The more I play it, the more I actually get into it. And it did take me, I can't believe it's taken me so long just to get into this game and appreciate how just wonderful it really is. Obviously when it came out, a lot of stuff was happening in my life, most notably college, social life, work, so I didn't really have much time for video games. And a lot of games like this, they require a lot of time. I mean, when I was younger, I used to basically just, all I do is play video games, like most young people, so I had a lot of time on my hands, and it's like most of the games that I played required that you sit down for a few hours and learn the game, and this is kind of like one of those games that you need to do that. So you really need to be really invested and put a lot of time aside for it, which I've no problem with. So here we are, let's do the first mission, Silence the Sneak.
That scumbag, McCaffrey! He took more bribes than anyone. He thinks he's gonna get an honorable discharge if he turns state evidence. He just squealed. He's under armed protection in Witch's property down in Newport, some apartment behind a car park. Torch that place. That's it. Flush him out and you'll put them down. Make sure he never talks to nobody.
Yeah, we basically just got to kill McCaffrey. It's a very simple mission. And I'm going to be using a little trick here to kind of give you a few more seconds. Because basically you get to his apartment, there's an open window, and you're probably thinking, what do I need to do? Essentially, it's really easy. You just got to lob a grenade through his window, but you've got to time it. That's the thing. It's not so much throwing it, it's making sure you're in the right position. So once you get used to that, that'll flush him out. And then he tries to escape by car. So you've only really got a limited window to kind of get him before he escapes. However, I'm going to show you a way of keeping him inside the little area, so you can basically just kill him, so you've got a little bit more time to kill him, because sometimes things can happen so quickly and he will get away. So the only way to stop him getting away is to block his progress and to block his car and to make sure he never leaves that area. And the way to do that is I'm going to use some vehicles to block the path where he escapes from. Now you will recognise this area if you've done the mission, is it Canbu Bust Out? Because this is where we came to not only rig the bomb but to also use the paint spray. So his apartment's right here, so it's very familiar ground. Now this ramp here, this is what he uses to escape this road. So, and this little trick is really useful, and I kind of just failed a few times because he'd used this ramp, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop him using this ramp. because once you block it, the game kind of doesn't know what to do, because there's literally almost no way out. I don't think the game's programmed at this point for him to escape any other way but to use that route. So it's kind of like using the game's programming against itself. I'm like, yeah, look at that, there's no way you can get through this now. So as you can see, because both cars are pretty much damaged, I could literally shoot theirs and probably blow him up. But he does kind of try and reverse. So there's the open window. And I think newcomers, myself included, I was like, what do I do here? I tried everything. And I thought, you know what, I'll try lob a grenade through the window. And it actually worked. So that must be what I have to do. But as I said, you've got to get the distance right, because you don't want to end up blowing yourself up. A lot of the problem I have here is just trying to turn myself around and get the camera to face in the right direction I want it to. But now I've got it. Look at that, I'm almost there. So I was just like a hairpin off. So I took a bit of damage. So I'll go a bit further. Took the grenade and boom, look at that. Once that happens, look at that. Take out McCaffrey. So I shot whoever that was. But look at this. He tries to go up the ramp. He can't go anywhere. Look at that. He's literally turned on a sixpence. He can't do anything. So now I'm free to just blast him as much as I can. I can go down here. And there you go. I blew myself up, but I killed McCaffrey. So very unorthodox, but it works and it gets the mission done quickly. So I really didn't mind killing myself as long as the mission's done. So that's pretty simple. Nice simple mission. Only took me a few attempts, considering the last few missions as well, which took hours to do, but it's done. Now I'm getting much more skilled with this game, so let's head to the save point now and save the game, because I always like to do that after every mission. Save the game and then it's done. So I'm really starting to know my way around Staunton Island as well. So I'm starting to recognise all the landmarks and stuff. I suppose if you spend loads of time here, you can kind of like know your way around. I was a little bit worried initially because I've mentioned this before, I have a poor sense of direction in GTA games. So I'm actually quite surprised to actually find where I'm going and to figure out where I need to go. I guess it's just familiarity sometimes. So let's go back and we'll pop in here and we'll save the game. So the next mission we're going to do, as I said, is called Arms Shortage. It's one of the best missions on the game. I find it so exciting, tense, just incredible really. Absolutely love this mission. So I'm going to be once again trying to use the game against itself by blocking the enemies and stuff. Or trying to block the enemies, or taking pot shots at them anyway. The problem with this mission is using grenades is a bad idea against the wave of enemies, because it's almost like what you use, they'll use. If you try to blow them up with grenades, they've got Molotov cocktails, so they will set you on fire. It's like you've got to take them out quickly but efficiently, but not sort of use any kind of grenades or explosive devices, I don't think. Or at least, having said that, I would say blowing up their car is the best thing to do. Also, do not get in their cars at all, because they will shoot their own cars to get to you and the mission will be over in a flash. So that's something I learned straight away. What I am going to do though is I'm going to arm myself to the teeth for this mission, because you need guns for this mission. That's what you need. So buy as much as you can, even if you don't need it, guys, because it will come in useful. If not now, but in the next sort of lots of missions. So arm yourself up. I just love this shop. It's one of my favourite things to do, having loads of cash and just buying loads of guns and stuff. And the fact that you can actually save it with your guns, I think is really cool. Grenades. Oh, I'm well stocked up now. All the guns in the world. And I'll have even more weapons as well once I do this mission. So yeah, I fail a few times, but you know what? I don't actually mind too much, personally, because it's a fun mission. It's probably the most fun I've had on the game so far. A lot of the missions, like, I've had to be really careful and precise, and everything has to be done to a T. This one, you can just kind of let all that stress go and just blow them out the water, essentially. Alright, let's go back to Ray. Or to the safe house. No, we'll go see Ray. I can never remember when I save it and when I don't, to be honest. Normally I save it after a mission, but well, here we go. Let's pop down here.
Hey, kid, over here. An old army buddy of mine runs a business in Rockford. We saw action in Nicaragua back when the country knew what it was doing. Anyway, some cartel scum roughed him up yesterday. Said he'd be back for some of his stock today. He's going to need backup, and in return, he'll give you knockdown rates on any hardware you buy. I'd go myself, but the old sciatica's playing up. So, good luck.
Yeah, so essentially you're a one-man army, and you have to deal with the drug cartel. This, as I said, this mission's really cool. It's a lot of fun. Very intense, but not as difficult as you'd think. As long as you don't use grenades, you should be okay. But again, use firepower on their cars. So, ooh. Let's just try and get there. So he lives out in Rockford, which is kind of in the sticks. So that's how we're going to get there. I think once we do the mission, I've got access to like a tank and stuff and different things, so that's going to be fun. So just do it this way. Oh, there we are. I just love the way all the pedestrians just dive out of the way. That's one of the coolest things about this game. Alright, go this way. And you see that plane in the sky. Very gorgeous looking game, this. Okay, so the entrance is just over there. I don't know why I kind of failed to see the entrance right away. That's where we need to get into. So I'm like, okay, how do I get in there, you know? But I should have really took the path. The path is just there anyway, so it's no big deal, but yeah. This is where the battle's going to take place, right here in Rockford. So yeah, I'm going to fail a few times before I actually do this.
Great phone ahead, but I thought there'd be more of you. Can't believe those yellow-belly bastards left me without proper cover again. Well, 3 arms are better than 1, so grab whatever you need. Those Colombians will be here any minute.
Yeah, I thought, oh, I'll use a tank. You can't use a tank. He does have weapons there, but I prefer to use my own. So my first thought is I'm going to just block this area off a little bit, I think. And that should give me a little bit of time. So I kind of get out my car and I block them in. And I don't know why I can't aim for my car, it's ridiculous. So look at that, you can kind of take them out this way, I suppose. And I just keep forgetting that you've got to protect Ray. There you go, look at that, boom. Taking out a load of them. They're kind of blowing themselves up to get to me, it's really funny. So yeah, there's only really a few to kill now, but I kind of mess up for some reason in this mission. I don't know why. Oh, I get into the car. Because I get into the car, they shoot the car. And it's like it's a bad idea, so I learned early on that's what not to do. Do not get into their car because they will blow up their own cars to try and get to you, so don't do that. Oh, we'll just load it up again. So with each failure you kind of learn what to do. As I said, this mission isn't as hard as it looks. Once you take out the first wave of cartel, the rest are just kind of hanging around, and you can just shoot them out, provided you've got enough energy and stuff. It's not too difficult to do. So let's just try and get a vehicle if we can. If we can find one. Oh, there we go. Always seems to be an all-terrain vehicle. You know, like a Land Rover or something. I always seem to get one of those. I never seem to get a fast car. It's like the game just says, right, we're going to give him this type of car all the time. But well, I've got some wheels anyway, so it's not too bad. I have to go back to the ammunition shop, I think, and just make sure I restock. I think at this point as well,
you look trustworthy.
I go back and save the game because it's not that I'm tired of going to ammunition. It's like every time I do the mission, it's like I have to go to ammunition and stock up. I thought, well, I might as well just get the shield and get everything, stock up, and then sort of save the game. So that way, if I do fail multiple times, I can just keep loading up and just keep doing it without going back to the shop, and I can crack on with the mission. That's kind of my thinking. As you can see, I kind of overestimate what I'm going to need. That's just kind of my way in GTA games. I always get a lot more than I actually need, because again, so many things can go wrong. The aiming sometimes isn't always as effective as it needs to be. So yeah, I need to make sure I've got lots of firepower and lots of health, just in case I miss or I get shot to shreds and stuff. So yeah, I want loads of weapons. There we go, lovely. Guns, guns, guns and grenades. I love it. There we go, that should be enough now. Okay. Oh. Oh god. So let's go back to the safe house first and save the game. And then I'll deal with this mission. So basically, I've got no excuses now to do the mission. As long as I avoid using grenades, I should be alright. I seem to have an answer for everything, so once I take out that initial first wave, it does get easier, basically. It's like, although you have to protect Ray's friend, I kind of forgot about that. You know, as long as you can keep the cartel on the outside, then pretty much you're alright. If you let them in, that's when the problem starts, so you just gotta make sure you've got enough firepower to keep them back, essentially. Okay. Here we go. I'm ready now. I'm so ready. I'm ready like Freddy. So let me just get this car, and once again, it's another Land Rover. This is all I ever seem to get, really. That or a taxi cab. So let's head back and try and do the mission again. As I said, it's not impossible, and it's a lot of fun, and once you do it, it's out the way, and you will be a little bit more powerful as well. You'll have access to much more devastating weapons, which can do a lot more damage, and that's kind of what I want. Alright, yeah, we've already seen the cutscene, so let's do this. Where is my Land Rover? There it is. Or Land Stalker, as they say. Right, let's head on over to Rockford and let's try and get this done. I hope I can do it this time. As I said, I tend to put like 2 or 3 times where I failed during the mission. Not too many times, but just enough to let you know that I did struggle. But this mission, I kind of knew, even when I failed, I thought, you know what, this mission is not too difficult. All I've got to do is just get rid of that first load, and once you get rid of that, they're just like, they will just try to take pot shots from you, sort of the fewer there are around, and you can just kill them no problem. Right, so ready for war now. I am ready to take them out. Okay, let's do this. And once again, I'm going to try and adopt the same strategy if I can. In that, when they try to rush through the gate, I want to be there and ready for them and be able to wipe as many of them out as I can. Because the one thing you don't want is kind of like ants, I suppose. If you let a load of ants in, they're just going to keep coming, so you need to block the way. It sucks that I can't get in that thing as well. I'd love to get that out of the tank and just take them out, but I can't at the moment, so yeah, this is going to be difficult. So right, I'm going to just try and do this. Alright, what the hell am I doing? Alright, here we go.
Ray phoned ahead, but I thought there'd be more of you. Can't believe those yellow belly bastards left me without proper cover again.
Okay, here we go. So they'll be here in a minute, so let's get ready for them. I wonder if I'm going to do it this time. Should do. Right, they're coming for me? Oh my god, it's so tense. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it this time because I've got a grenade out. So let me show you why you shouldn't use grenades on this mission. You'll see it in a minute because they'll come up to you. And they will blow you up. And they throw Molotov cocktails at you. There you go. That's how not to do it, basically. So yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. That's not how you want to do the mission. Right, so I should be able to do it this time, all being well. So third time's a charm. I'm definitely going to do it this time. I'm looking at the video time, that's why, so I know I'm going to do it this time. So as you can see, that's why I went to all that trouble of going to ammunition. So as I said, even though I lost, I knew the mission's not too difficult. So I made this list of what I should do and what not to do, and then I learned. So what I've learned is not to get in any cars when they come, not to use grenades, and just stick to my guns and just blow up their cars essentially. And that means that they're sitting ducks, and try and again take out as much as I can. So we're going to do it this time. Third time's a charm, as I said. But it wouldn't be a challenge if I didn't have a little struggle, to be honest. Alright, I'm excited now. Very excited. I take it to this drug cartel now. This is it. Yeah, I've got full shield, got full health, I've got all the guns in the world. There's literally no excuses now. So, like, I know that anytime I mess up now is my fault, essentially, because I've got literally all the weapons, so I should be able to take them out. If I don't, that's my fault. I've got to find the most effective way of taking them out. So you'd think that you could just run them all over. You can't do that. As you can see, they will blow you to shreds with their guns. So the mission is best done on foot. So let's just head back up there and let's do it. And let's finally end this mission. And then it's going to be good to do some more Asuka missions as well, because she is my favourite boss on this whole game. I just like her style. She's so direct, you know, professional, cool under pressure. Doesn't seem to panic about anything. Okay. Oh dear. That took a turn for the worse. Excuse me. Right, okay. So now we're back at Rockford. I wonder if that's named after the Rockford Files with James Bond. Look at that, my car's wrecked.
Ray phoned ahead, but I thought there'd be more of you. Can't believe those yellow belly bastards left me without proper cover again. Well, 3 arms are better than 1, so grab whatever you need. Those Colombians will be here any minute.
Yeah, so admittedly I probably could have got his weapons, but for some reason I just forgot about them. I was just so pumped after the last time. I thought I need to show these drug dealers who's boss. So I'm going to block them in, and I'm going to get my most powerful gun out. Okay, and just fire straight ahead. And this is what I did. I blocked them so they couldn't physically get in. Check it out. Look what happens. So that blows up the first wave, and I think I've actually shot through the bars. I don't know. They're trying to get to me as well. It's really cool, but they're just killing themselves. So this is why I needed that shield. Just check it out. They are just like spammy as hell. I'm trying to blow up that car. I just can't seem to aim for it for whatever reason. Here we go. Come on. So he dies. I've taken him out. And there's like, I think there's like a couple more. They're lurking around sort of the warehouse part of it. So they decide to take a pot shot at me. Right, Ray's fine. Because I've basically just... Not Ray, sorry. Ray's friend. I keep calling him Ray. Oh, see that? Ridiculous. See, there's one guy there, and I think there's one right in the corner. Right down here. Take him out, and then Bob's your uncle. That's all the cartel dead. Essentially, the mission's done now. And here we go.
Hey, if I teamed up with you in Nicaragua, maybe I'd still have my arm. If you need any firepower, just drop by and take what you need from the lockers. Leave the cash under the bench. Now get out of here. I'll handle the cops.
Fantastic. There you go, guys. That is the mission done. I now have access to a rocket launcher and some really badass weapons now. And also I can use the tank and the truck as well if I want to. How cool is that? I feel like the nemesis with this rocket launcher. Amazing. So there you go, guys. I can take this thing if I want. It's brilliant. This is great. I've got access to this area. So as I said in the next video, I will be probably working for Asuka again, and we'll see what mission she'll have me do. So they'll probably be much tougher than what I've done now, but it'll be interesting to see what I get. So I'm going to drive back to the save room now. I'll do my outro as well. So all that's left to say is thank you very much. This has been Lucas Mackintosh. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my Retro Play channel and my videos. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to support the channel. Keep checking back for new retro content, and please don't forget to give me some feedback as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section what your favourite Grand Theft Auto memories are, because I'd really love to know. So, having done all that now, I'm just going to go back into the save room, chill out, have a nice cup of tea, and then prepare for the next lot of videos as well. So, we're actually covering a lot of ground in Staten Island, so I should be coming to the end of it pretty soon, I'm guessing. But then again, I might not want it to end because I'm having so much fun on this game. More fun than I ever thought I would actually have. So, I'm also learning some skills as well. So I'm actually quite impressed with myself. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.